Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I just wanted to, let me see here if I can get a better light up, a little better. I just wanted to talk briefly about Need for Speed Rivals on the Xbox One. It was also released on the PS4. Let me shut this off. It's just a fan, but it's a little louder than I'd like it to be. So, I picked up this game the other day used on eBay for $25 shipped. It's pretty good. I would say that's a good price for it. It goes anywhere from $20 to $30 used. GameStop still has it for $55 used, so that says something. Not really sure what it says, but it says something. I kind of picked it up on a whim. I have a lot of shooting games so far for my Xbox One, so I wanted to kind of differentiate it a little bit and throw something extra in there. I would say it's worth $25 at most, but I wouldn't go higher than that. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the game. You can choose either a racer or a police officer, and you are able to upgrade your cars, get new cars. The more events you do, the more cars you get, the more money you get. If you're a racer, you do missions and the cops chase you. And if you get away and get back to your hideout, you can bank those points and then use them to buy new items for your car, like different defensive or offensive things the cars can shoot or use or ram people with, like EMP type stuff. The cops have a thing you could throw down and pop people's tires, stuff like that. So the cool part of it is, you can play as either the cops or the racers, and it's kind of always online. So there's a negative and a positive to that. The positive is that it's fun because you're playing with real people, and while you're doing these missions, you're racing around and you'll see a cop fly by, or they'll try and catch you, or you'll try and catch them if you're the cop. So it adds an element of almost like an MMO type feeling, or an online always type of feeling, which I like. The multiplayer is fun. What I will say though is the regular single player missions are kind of dull. You just kind of pull up to a spot, you find the missions on your map, you go to them, you push the button, and whatever it is you have to do, race people or do something specific, you do it. But what sucks is that when this game dies out in 6 months, a year, 2 years, and there's not many or any people left online, the game's gonna kind of suck. That's the reason I don't like the game. Hey Stella, it's okay. Come here, we're filming a video. As much as I love the online aspect, I feel like these single player missions aren't tight enough. Okay, I know, you want to talk about your game? Aren't really tight enough or in depth enough. They feel kind of shallow. So I feel like once you play, if you don't play online, or if you play online but then in 6 months or a year there's not many people online, the game's gonna kind of blow. The graphics are beautiful. I thought they looked really nice. I don't like the camera angle. It's not high enough and it's not low enough. It's kind of in this weird middle, and I haven't found a way to change it. So that kind of sucks because it's just hard for me to kind of view the road ahead of me and see the car as well. The sound is really nice. When you bash into something, you feel like you hit something. The car, a couple times I smacked into oncoming traffic and the car flipped up in the air, and you feel like a sense of urgency or a rush, which is really cool. I played the cop so far. I think I played the racer a little bit, but I played the cop primarily. And I did a couple missions. I found a couple online players that I chased down with other cops. And the one thing I don't like is the cop siren is very annoying. So you have to push, I think it's L1 to... Oh, Stella's looking at the camera. You have to push L1 to turn the sirens on it and start the pursuit against the racer. And it's just very loud and grating. So when you're a cop, it just kind of gets annoying. I also hear, and I've read this online a couple times, that being a cop doesn't have as many payouts or is as much fun as being a racer. But you kind of have to have a bit of both, I would assume. If you don't have enough cops and everyone's racing around, it kind of kills the point. Overall, if I were to have to give this a score, I would give it a 6.5 or a 7. I like it a lot, or not a lot. I like it, and it's a solid game. I mean, it looks great, it sounds great, it plays fun, the controlling and the handling is really cool. There's all different kinds of cars you can choose from. The thing I don't like is, like I said, if in a year it's not going to be fun anymore because the online people will be gone. And the missions are kind of dull. The story mode isn't really much of a story mode. So, what I really like in terms of racing games, Burnout's pretty fun for me, depending on which version, but usually I like Burnout because it's fun and the crashes are very over the top. But another one I really love is Test Drive Unlimited. The first one was excellent, the second one was really good. It adds aspects of an MMO where you can race people online, crash into people, get new cars, get new upgrades, and then you can walk around on foot in the second game and, you know, go in a casino and bet money and do races and things and bet on things and play arcade games. So I think it was a kind of arcade like blackjack and shit. So that's why I like the Test Drive series a lot. This one kind of fell a little short for me, but overall I'd say at most $25 is a good price for it. I'd give it about a 6.5, 7. If you really like racing games, it's a good arcade style racer. It's not very much of a simulation. And that's really it. I just wanted to give you my 2 cents. So thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.